So we're starting a competitive team for a little club league in our area.
Yeah, I do casual sevens as well.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't worry about the talent that I did not go here
Alright.
until later in the game.
Am I recording? Okay, perfect. Don't worry about the talent that you didn't go here. Alright, I'm just not gonna look at it. Why was...
But
Okay.
he didn't take the curse damage.
Don't worry about this game being 90 minutes long.
90 minutes. Alright, we're watching like the 30 minutes max. Like, there's no fucking shot.
I think it was 15 minutes short of being 2 hours with the
What
draft time and
the
everything.
fuck?
Yeah.
They just went
I
for
mean,
the high ground.
they pick sniper safe lane, and then they tried to go high ground, but they also didn't try and kill me when they were going high ground. So I gotta just hit them when they
I
went
gotta
high
figure out...
ground.
Oh, I see. I forgot they changed this.
Oh, yeah, you're also on directed camera, and I don't know how to change the camera.
So...
You can't change it.
You
until
press
you're
the
back.
arrow, yeah, you press the arrow. And then it opens up a drop down
it's down
menu.
here.
Yep,
Oh,
it opens up a
shit,
drop down menu. You just gotta click on
Director
things. Screw 'em.
Dawnbreaker. Sure, that's fine.
They first phase Ember.
First phase
That's
Ember. Very
That's Reedy's
interesting.
Ember.
Reedy's Ember.
It's Reedy's best hero.
Is there Silencer man?
Yeah.
Okay. So one normal thing I generally like to apply is when they have these like mobility centric heroes. And sorry if I sound like I'm a little dead. I was at the Gabe Browns game today, so I'm a little dead.
Totally understandable.
I hate having one hero that can start on a spirit. So
Yeah.
I like to generally have two heroes that can reliably start fights on these mobility heroes, especially if they early pick them. So Clockwork can do it, but it's really awkward at a certain point for Clockwork to start a fight on a hero like Ember Spirit. And that's when the secondary hero kind of comes into play. You know, Silencer kind of, you know, bridges that gap a little bit, but what happens when he buys a BKB, right? So there's a lot of other factors that come into play. So I like the Ricky pick. I think it kind of covers both of those things. I would have been upset if you hadn't picked more jump.
I wanted either Ricky or Phantom Assassin, so...
I think this is a pretty sick Ricky game. Although playing it in a Sand King is a little suspect, I imagine.
Yeah, you know... It happens.
So... Spaz, why did you start Ring of Regen?
Do that on Witch Doctor just so because it gets me to do my green boots faster. It helps me sustain in the lane.
Okay. I don't normally like starting Ring of Regen because I think you need other things more. So, especially when you play against like a hero like Mirana or Sand King, right? Mirana's a hero that wants to sit over here to the side and arrow the big camp, right? So I like having a sentry for the big camp maybe. You're definitely going to need sentries at some point because you're against Sand King. The Ring of Regen just feels like awkward because you only have this one clarity for mana regen too. It's like if that gets canceled, you're kind of fucked. So I mean, I'm sure it's not terrible, but that's just I would not be doing that as all.
Also, I think every minute it's what, like 70 health or something, or like 80 health, whereas one set of tangos and a sentry just does more.
Yeah, the only hero I would ever start Ring of Regen on is Phoenix because you need the tranks at a faster rate because of how your spells work, where you're sacrificing HP to use them. So overall, I think items are fine.
Just 30 seconds.
I think not having movement speed boxes for whenever you watch this is having a movement speed item on Clockwork is a little cringe. Your entire hero's kit is dependent on walking on top of a hero. So when you're slower than the enemies, how do you plan on doing that? It's kind of how I think about it. But that's all I have for builds. So as lanes start, I kind of like to think about how we think they're gonna go. So top lane, you're laning against your melee hero laning against Sand King. So are you really able to kill Sand King in these early levels?
Nope.
Nope, pretty hard. You're just gonna let the late wave push in. Spaz. Sand King is like the stereotypical hero. What is he always going to do to the enemy, to the lane equilibrium?
Push it in.
He's gonna try to push it into us. Yeah.
He's not try. He will. Like his hero doesn't have a choice unless he doesn't skill, pretty much. So, by that logic, they will always be trying to pull. So blocking the hard camp is a necessity. So you do have a sentry. Perfect. Love that. Nice job. Bottom lane, I think it's important to establish when do we think we can ever kill Sniper. And neither of them are here. I'd say that answer's probably level 2. Level 2, you get a cogs on the Sniper, he's fucking dead. Like, what the fuck does this hero do? Especially against Dawnbreaker, dude.
Yeah, he can't deal with the thunder thighs.
The
He's not
thunder
above
thighs, exactly. So, those
Good
are
old Momney night.
those are big timings I like to consider. Where, if you're not able to hit your timings to punish a hero like a weak hero like Sniper, and this applies to any side lane, then they're naturally going to win the lane. Just because, like, yeah, you're playing 2 melees against Sniper, so if Sniper's allowed to play his game normally, then he's just naturally going to win that matchup. And you can kind of apply that same thinking to any side lane, and partially mid, I guess. Mid, this is a pretty good lane for your hero, I imagine. I don't know much
Yeah,
about the
he
silencing.
started. Yeah, he started slight spamming. Eventually, I was trying to get a Witchblade really after my treads.
I do see that you guys killed him bottom with level 2. Nice job, by the way. Yeah. The only thing I'll note is I've found it, even core silencers, I've found impossible to play against when they just max these 2 spells.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. I just get 1 point in
Okay.
Glaze just for the early harass, and then I max.
Yeah, and
QE.
it's actually so impossible because if you go, I think you still go bottle, by the way, because you just want to spam
Yeah.
these off cooldown.
Okay.
Is what I've played against, and he's trying to spam slight, and he literally can't because he's just dying.
Yeah, he can't because he'll just die.
Yeah.
'Cause of it.
So
Okay.
that's kind of the logic I would be using.
So that's where I misplayed the lane then. Yes.
Because I'm assuming you probably felt like you should be punishing him harder.
Oh
than you
yeah.
were.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it comes. That's generally.
Yeah,
where it
he
comes from.
ended up killing me after I solo killed him.
Okay.
Because I think Princess ended up coming mid as well, so I got
This
I'm
top
trying
lane.
to watch any arrow coming in.
Top lane is kind of hard. I think you guys have actually done a pretty good job up until this moment. You want to give as much XP to your carry in this lane as possible, so because he's against this like super scary lane. So the more levels, the faster he can leave or do other stuff. So just small pulls are good. Trading over here with the Mirana can be good. You pretty much don't want a 2v2 unless you're going for a kill. And I think that's a very important distinction to be able to make when you play a hero like Witch Doctor or like any kill hero. The only times you generally want a 2v2 are when you're going for a kill. Otherwise your lane is weaker. Right? A hero like Witch Doctor, he's only valuable when he's using his spells to threaten the enemy. Does that kind of follow?
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. I'm not saying to like completely grief your game by not getting experience, but like you can just like pull, train more to the side. Like if you recognize the Mirana's not getting experience either, it's okay. So The one thing I will note, yeah, just make sure you come back when the wave comes under tower, but this is perfect. He dewarded. It's times like this I wish you had another sentry. Because you know you're playing against Sand King, so he's going to have invis at some point. So, that's, yeah. It's also really hard to still go for kills just blanket period against Sand King, so. Okay, Princess runs mid. Interesting. You dead?
I end up,
You're
I
dead
end up
here,
dying here
right?
because
Yeah,
he uses.
This is fucking psychotic. You're just standing under a remnant. Yeah, you deserve to be tipped.
I was not expecting him to use all of his remnants.
Yeah, that's just something you've got to be cognizant of. You know, like, what's he doing with the remnant? He's going to base, and you're a quarter HP.
There's also the carry enemy being greedy as fuck.
This is a good rotation. You punish him. Nice job. And you are trying to go for this greedier, like, Witchbraid's a little bit of a greedier item, but I like looking for stuff.
I wanted the
anyways.
armor. Yeah,
I
wanted the
no, I
armor
think it's
for it.
fine. I'm just saying, I feel like when you go for a greedier item on a mid hero, that should not limit your thought process to making moves on the map. So that TP is really nice. And yeah, we're kind of devolving. So this is a good time to kind of start thinking like, did we see the Mirana mid? We saw the Mirana mid, right?
I did not know Mirana was there. No.
You nuked her.
I know
You
the.
nuked her earlier, but you don't know she's back.
Yeah, I don't know if she's
Okay.
back.
This is a pretty good time, Spaz, to kind of start thinking, am I needed top? And sometimes the answer is yes. Right? If you leave, your carry will feed. But at this point in the game, now we've seen Mirana. The second I see Mirana, I'm getting the fuck out of top. Because I am completely okay with letting my Ricky free farm under tower. You can drag to the hard camp. I'm pretty sure Scroom's good enough to know to do that. And he'll trade farm with the Sand King. But you being here is actually inefficient for your team. Despite you maybe being able to pressure the Sand King a little bit, you should be trying to pressure the heroes that are pressuring your heroes. Or keeping them from killing your mid, for example. So I would be at the top. And it's like, I guess Mirana comes back. So once Mirana comes back, you can be up here. What the heck is happening?
Reedy went
We
by.
got.
Reedy used all his remnants to kill me. Slight spam.
It happens. You know, misplays happen.
Uh,
That's also where the bottle helps a little bit, just to help sustain that slight spam.
got it.
And then he rotates top. You try and counter rotate. Please don't tell me you die again.
No, I don't. I missed the kill on the Ember and Hoodwink,
I
unfortunately.
think this is fine. Oh well, that's sad.
Yeah, because
Happens. So, all right. Kind of a weird spot in the game. So we've kind of accepted that this farm trade is going to happen top. What are important things that we notice at this point? What critical piece of information were we just given?
Sniper's mid.
And how does Sniper get mid? TPs, right?
Yeah.
So we're at the point in the game where we want to identify who are the weak cores, who are the strong cores. So who's the strong core for them?
Ember SK.
Ember SK, I'd say, are about, even. Ember might be slightly higher. Who's the weak core? Sniper. So generally speaking, when they have a weak core, we want to tailor our moves towards the weak core. Why do we think that would make sense?
Easier to
He's
kill.
vulnerable. Yeah, he's vulnerable.
He's vulnerable. He's easy to kill. We're not running into this super hard to kill hero, right? Like it's the highest probability move that we could make that would give us a kill.
Yeah.
Right. So when we see stuff like this, like, oh, sniper TP'd mid, I would be immediately fucking booking it at this bitch.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that would normally involve a smoke. Let me clarify. So this would be ideal timing. Clockwork. About to hit 6. We get that 6. We smoke mid, baby. Kill the sniper, maybe. The other option is, right, we know sniper TP'd mid. And Ember is now mid. So
Pressure bottom.
by deductive reasoning, bottom should have a lack of heroes. So this bottom tower now can be pressured.
So probably what their team should have done is just TP the Sand King bottom, sit sandstormed in front of their tower, have their sniper top, and Ember mid.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So or just just leave top empty for a little bit, and then he'll let sniper defend the tower when it comes.
Yep.
Like that's like when you think about it, what is the most annoying way that they could play it? Because I think this is a cool thought process, right? We just said who's their most vulnerable hero.
Sniper.
What is the hardest place on the map for you to feasibly get to gank him?
Triangle.
The triangle and or this top tower,
Top
right?
lane.
Right. This general area. So when you think about it, you want to place your heroes on the map in terms of where they are safest versus hardest to kill. And honestly, I kind of think of it as in terms of annoyance even. Like, what would be the most annoying place for me to play? For Sand King, you'd be like, oh, they can't kill me if I go bottom, so I'll just go bottom. Stuff like that. So it would make a lot of sense for them to TP him down here. TP Sand King down here, keep TP on Ember, and wait for you to dive him. That would make your map really awkward. Agreed. But they don't do that. So we should be hopefully pushing this tower to some capacity. It's good that Fish is down here because you're Dawnbreaker, so you can join fights. You have a global hero. What does having a global hero mean?
Can be anywhere on the map.
Be on anywhere on the map. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we still get this kill. Looks like we don't.
Yeah, it was shocking.
What happened here? We just
He
Bad
went on
things.
we
me.
just ulties. Okay, I see. So this is a good time to kind of talk about. When you play these global heroes, right? You want to use them like these spells every time you have them, right? Because you can be somewhere else, and then the best play you can make is to TP on someone for a kill. It's the maximum efficiency, maximum or most efficient play per minute that you can make in the game. That's why it feels so good to make like these super fast moves with Solar Guardian where you TP to another place and then you TP back or something. Because you're not losing creeps, really, and you're getting a kill. That being said, you just need patience, right? You just gotta wait for your team to go. You forcing the issue into this top lane kind of just baits your team in a lot of ways. Because we've already kind of talked about it, right? They're not bottom. We saw Sniper TP mid. Where do they have to be?
Top.
Somewhere top, right? I had this talk a lot with my team last season where we want to choose fights in areas that it's hard for the enemy to outnumber us in. Why is fighting top so hard?
Because they naturally want to be up there, so that
They're
they should
naturally gonna
outnumber
have
us.
absolutely. They're naturally gonna have like 4 to 5 heroes up here because they want to take this tower. So forcing a fight top makes 0 sense unless you are so strong and you want to throw the kitchen sink. Like, all right, whatever, go for it. But like that's not the case here. This is like some like weird minimal committal half-ass kill kind of attempt. Like, just give them top. Give them top. Take
And we
bottom. Take the
take
trade.
them in. Yeah.
Right? This is just like a don't get too antsy kind of thing, right?
Double kill.
And instead we just wind up feeding them these kills pretty much for no reason in my eyes.
Top tower is under attack.
And then we feed another one. So we do come bottom eventually. We still have this Cardi, luckily. And Scrim, you probably felt awkward forcing this top play. So that's kind of mostly on you, because you're the damage in the play. So if you say you can't do that, then your team has to kind of listen to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so like even though you committed the Dawnbreaker ulti, it's still, you can still say chill, like just say B or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let the Cardi die. Unfortunate, but that's life. So 2K gold lead, we're behind. We kind of talked about this last week. We want, when we're behind, what is kind of the big thing we need to do in terms of bringing heroes to stuff?
8 mode activate.
8 mode activate, sure. Yeah, right. We talked about that for sure.
Bring numbers, though, is what you more were
What'd you say?
thinking. Bring numbers is what you were thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're behind, you're going to have to bring more numbers than needed. All right, so if we want to take this bottom tower, for example, we're going to need 5 heroes. If we want to make a play mid, we're going to need 5 heroes. Okay, that works too. If we want to find a kill, we might not need 5 heroes. We need as many as we think is necessary. Kind of thing. So we have the global, perfect usage there. But this is perfect. Why did we go for this play? Why was this play so perfect?
Because we know the Sand King TP bottom.
Absolutely. I hope that you guys called that Sand King TP bottom, because that would make me a really happy coach.
I think
I don't.
Sand King having TP
But either
bottom.
way, like this
I don't remember
is
what
this is what you had
Tom
to do. You bring 5 heroes to a fight. You bring numbers. You kind of mitigate the net worth differential via hero mass. And then we kind of get caught with our pants down there on the clockwork, but not too shabby. And Scrim's kind of just going to chill top. Reorient our map here. We're threatening bottom now. I kind of like where the map's at. We are mode chill, right? We used all of our big ultimates, so we're mode chill.
Yeah, my ultimate's definitely huge.
Yes, the Ricky ultimate being CD, very huge, yes. Absolutely.
Best ult in the game.
Yes, exactly. Best ult
Just
in the
invincibility.
game. Little lack of respect to the Ember Spirit hero.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... Who's supposed to be mid? I guess it's you? Yeah, I guess it's you, but you can't... You just have to be careful.
It's like really fucking awkward. I was really confused as where I should have been as well. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to be
thinking.
top. I don't want to be bottom.
I mean, why don't you guys want to be bottom, I guess is my question.
Well, I mean, I guess it's more because I don't necessarily know where all their heroes are on the map. Yes.
I think we wanted to defend
Sorry.
it more.
Yeah.
Okay, we wanted to put
Because it's
heroes
already
mid.
low. Yeah, it's already below quarter
Don't
health.
let them hit your best friend.
It is true. You don't want to let them hit your best friend. So I don't hate the, I don't hate the mindset. I'm kind of just thinking because you're right. It does. I'm watching this. I'm like, man, this is awkward.
Yeah.
I think you just have to. I think you being here is fine, but you just need to like defend the tower when it comes in.
Yeah,
You
play
can't
it
like,
safe.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't like
Right.
walk in front of the Ember, especially because if Ember is somewhere, it's pretty safe to assume Mirana's there too.
Yeah.
At a certain
Yeah.
point, and you even see the Mirana, right? So
Yeah.
at that point, the second I see that Mirana, I'm just gonna go hit the small camp or something. You nick this out, that's fine, but don't walk up and CS these. Just wait for it to come under your tower.
All right.
And we kind of force our team into this kind of awkward fight. Get a trade, but it's a support, feels bad.
He's actually doing a pretty bad job of keeping that tower healthy bottom on the Sand King.
Yeah, and that's because you guys forced him to walk mid when there was a Cardi, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So I do want to note, so every time you have global, you want to find a kill. So let's talk about utilization of these big ultimates. You want to use them kind of every time you have them. I think that's a general rule of thumb. The biggest thing that I can say for these big ultimates is using them to obtain some sort of goal. So we have global, we have Dawnbreaker ulti, like maybe we can look bottom, right? The Sand King has no way to get rid of the silence, for example. So right, if we global, we can kill him, we can take the tower. That's kind of the thought process I'm thinking of. And I'm thinking something along the lines might be coming here.
Yeah. I think we been going down there, but he blinked out. Didn't see where. Oh no, we just didn't see where he was.
All right, whatever.
Oh, we dusted him
I like the
anyway.
identification of getting this tower, although I do think Scroom, you probably need to be mid
Yeah.
instead of top.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess it's kind of awkward for you to be mid.
When all 4 of my friends are bottom with.
Yeah,
And
it's this idea of... Why is this so awkward? It's the idea of connection time, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, if you're top and something happens bottom, for example, why is that so awkward?
Because the only place I can get to them by is the bottom tier 1, which is like at least 10 seconds before I can get to the fight.
Right, and like say you don't have a TP, you can't walk here. Like your only option is to TP.
Yeah.
If you're mid, hovering mid, like I'm not even saying you farm the wave, but you just farm this and then defend it when your tower dies. You're enabling your team to connect easier to stuff. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? Do we kind of see that flow? Right?
Yeah.
So this say if this bottom tower dies, you're mid, somebody shows mid, all of a sudden you can have 5 heroes in the mid lane. And that transition time is 0. Whereas if you're playing another lane, that transition time is like 15 seconds because you have to maybe walk there, they have to walk there, like it's super like weird and awkward in the timings.
Yeah.
So that's I generally I'm not saying every game you shouldn't do this, but it does seem awkward to have to completely have the map split like this.
Yeah.
Just in terms of game connection to each other. And that can be a hard thing to think about because I think you're kind of the safest in this top lane, so I don't really blame you for being up here. But it's definitely awkward if your team wants to take this tower, and then, to me, we take this tower. To me, the most natural play is to immediately smoke.
Yeah, and then potentially hit collapse on
Smoke,
mid.
collapse
I was
on
already
mid.
there.
Exactly. And to be fair, you could TP here, but it makes it kind of obvious if you TP mid now.
Yep.
Right? So it's, yeah. Okay.
I could try and be a bit of a donkey and just walk straight through my jungle and...
Fuck was that? Alright.
Oz is a weird person.
Hey, look, we did switch.
Alright.
didn't
Perfect.
smoke.
So...
Yeah, it's under a
It
ward
was a little
though.
bit late, but...
It's also under a ward.
Yeah, and now we're kind of seeing, man, I'm so smart. Dude, I'm so smart. Yeah, and this is, so if you're mid instead, maybe some follow-up kills happen here. Maybe they're still too late, but at least maybe a follow-up kill happens here.
Yeah.
Instead, you're top. The only way your team can help you, similarly to the
TP.
other way, is they have to TP. So you're kind of just like,
Or,
yeah.
like, Dawnbreaker can get there, but she'll get there before everyone else and will probably die right after me. Because it'll be the, one after the other syndrome.
Yes, yes.
Save your friend.
We've hit on a pretty crazy concept here in terms of playing the map as a team, haven't we?
Also, they've got the nice square of obs wards right up in that area where
That's
they
definitely
are.
more of a quadrilateral, but you know, it's whatever.
Okay, they got the
shit.
parallelogram of wards there.
There you
anyway.
go. I mean, it's kind of a parallel.
Same difference.
So, now we're kind of in this weird spot. So,
I think
we took bottom, we smoked to maybe go connect to our Ricky. He dies. Our only option, really, at this point, is to go back bottom.
Yeah, I think I told us to chill and just like get some farm up.
Radiant's bottom tower
That's
is
fine.
under attack.
You can chill and control areas of the map, though. So.
Well, I TP'd bottom here, so I was like, alright, I'm taking this very safe farm because they don't have a fucking tower here and can't get to me in
Yeah,
any sense.
I
of the
agree.
word.
I think you should be bottom, and I think your team should have like a ward here, and then like maybe you're looking for a kill on this mid lane. It feels really awkward that you're here, right? Why does that seem so awkward to me?
We don't really want to be here, and we're not really accomplishing anything as well.
Are we? Is anything going to come out of us going top now?
No.
Why not?
They have all the vision there. We do not.
None of them are there.
That's all. That's all you have to
Yeah.
say. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
They have vision there. We don't. So walking into areas where I mean you're already kind of weak because you're not bringing numbers anymore, and you're not smoked, and now you're walking into their vision into Ember Mirana. That sounds fucking terrifying. You're just like asking
Yeah.
to feed in my eyes. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it kind of plays into itself, right? We don't want to be top in this area, so our only options are our triangle in this area, and we know that they're not bottom, because we were just down here, so we can very easily walk back in here. This is sad.
I live. Don't worry.
And he
Ember
dies.
dies. That's what matters.
All right, somehow you got a kill out of this, or what the fun, or whatever.
I was just
Easy.
shouting, my
Welcome
TP's
to
gonna
Crusader
fall down, but I
Gaming.
can't
Such is
beat that.
life. Such
Welcome
is
to
life.
Crusader Gaming.
So we got a kill on their Ember Spirit. Perfect. We've used all our ultimates, though. So our logical play, after using all of our big ultimates, is to run into
Split
the
them
enemy.
farm.
I didn't want it. I went top after. 'cause
That
I
was
was
mostly
there, so-
mostly a slight at Fishy, because I that's just funny to watch. Yeah,
Like,
you-
literally sprinted under their tower like a
yeah, you
madman.
just fucking
yeah.
booked it at their team. Like, I just chill. Used all your spells. Like, when you have these heroes like Ricky, Slark, who need this like first big item before they can actually become a relevant threat in the game, any good trade for you is a win. Because you're super happy with the downtime, because not only did you get a kill, but now your carry is getting closer to that pivotal timing. In this case, it's defusal.
I think I get my defusal and I get like a triple kill right after I get it.
Exactly.
so
Yeah,
it's-
and like Ricky's that like such a weird hero where like the second you hit that timing, you are so strong, right?
Yeah.
But before
I
that,
hit
you're a
it
fucking
so late
gremlin.
This game, though.
What?
I hit it so late this game. I'm just a little green goblin in this bottom lane trying to get my one item.
And that's partially because you picked a bad lane matchup, right? It's hard to contest
Yeah.
Sand King.
It was good for the game
All right,
overall, though.
guys,
so-
just
I prefer picking for game.
wait.
right?
How did Ember
For
die
them.
again? All right, whatever.
No, don't worry about it.
He is also a goblin.
do have a
but he's
rewind
also a
button.
Fun goblin.
I don't like. I feel like I'm just gonna be confused. I'll rewind. I'll check it out here. So
I think he TP's
where
in
is he?
the-
Oh, he's bottom.
He's bottom right now, and I'm.
Oh
and
yeah,
I think as the-
yeah.
as I
Clock,
saw
clock,
the
Wow,
photos,
guys.
he's
Yeah,
sprinting
Boxes
mid.
and I kill him.
Very crazy concept here. Why is this smoke so awesome?
We have vision.
We had vision! Wow! Love to see it.
I think yeah, I
Oh,
do
he
this.
slighted. I see. Okay, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
was gonna say he
I
shouldn't
also-
die, but all right, works
I
out.
also think I shouted at them because I saw him in the bottom lane saying, "Yo, Ember's gonna go farm that medium camp." And then he
Perfect.
would
Those
walk
are
under
those are
a
perfect
ward.
comms. Yep. Love to hear it. That's good shit right there. So now we got a pick. We didn't use a lot. We used hook shot, whatever. I guess we used death ward too, but like
we have
we have global,
so
right? That's
what
the big
matters.
one. So now we can go hit this mid tower. Hopefully our Ricky will be joining us in a second.
Yeah, if you
because
notice
he
the crow
has
that just delivered
defusal.
to me.
Yes. That's
20
why
minutes
I'm
into the game.
not
Don't worry about it,
minutes.
Harp.
Blocking
Just
out the
because I'm a
20
little
minutes.
goblin.
blocking out the clock.
I'll hate on you, Scream. Okay, it's okay.
Blocking out the
Yeah,
clock
it's-
here. We are very
right
strong.
here
We
that we're
want to
like-
fight. We are in the mode. We are in mode engage. Mode 8. Perfect. We find a kill with Global on their mid. Scroom's mode kill because he's got this item.
Run.
If you can't
Reedy?
get the kills, what's the next best thing? Get the tower. We get the kills first. Perfect.
Then, for whatever reason, our team decides to feed.
Okay, boxes
Yeah,
ran
I
in.
was
That's
like,
okay.
I was like, yo,
Space.
go boxes.
Scream
What
and
you
I
doing
were
there, man?
Scream and I were very confused.
It's all right. We're gonna get these kills. Perfect. Calculated.
That's Sniper Rush. Decision.
Gameplay coming out here. Scream's getting another kill.
Yeah, I
Wow.
told you triple kill.
And I
It
get
was
the
maybe
tower.
not the cleanest in terms of, you
And
know,
I farmed a Yasha in 1 minute.
it, it was maybe not the cleanest in terms of, you know, execution, but we
Going
had, we,
from
we fought
farming,
we fought off of a power spike, right? That's like one of the biggest timings in Dota you could ever play around. And we talked about it last week, right? You hit your timings, you take a fight with your spells, go. Boom. You love to see it.
Scream also going from farming one 3k item in 20 minutes to farming a 3k item in 1 minute.
I mean, this is just this is just fun. This is just Ricky Dota, man. Your hero's
Yeah, that is
hero's actually a fucking creep.
I like the hero.
Ricardo things.
The Ricardo, get the Ricardo
Indeed.
memes out. So we're still strong. I think you should actually keep hitting this.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play around my vision and hope the sniper walks up this hill.
Yeah, I think we're a bit worried about them smoking and going under Moonlight since they're all up. So
Okay,
we
I guess
decided to
that's
play a little
I
safe.
guess that's a pretty fair thing to be
Yeah,
scared of.
we like decided to posture on the high ground.
And you end
there,
up getting a
when we
kill
saw-
after. I actually
Yeah.
think that was, you know, if
And
you're
they
if,
used Moonlight there as well. which
if
was
you're
kinda
actively
fucked.
guys, if you're actively thinking about that stuff in the game, like that is more than I could ask for. Like, perfect. Using our brains during the game. Wow.
Impossible.
I don't have one
I'm
of
just
those.
pressing buttons.
It's
I don't know
okay,
what you're
Scream.
talking about.
I'm using my brain for you. All two
Yeah, no,
brain
it's-
cells.
and also
man.
Harb was actively stealing their brains during this game, so
It worked out.
This is a rare case. So you know how we talked about easy to connect to stuff? This is one of the rare scenario, maybe not super rare, but like in the mid game, this makes a lot of sense now. Right? Where your super hard to kill hero is in the scariest part of the map, everybody else is taking the tower.
yep.
This is fine because it's a super low probability that Fishay dies here, especially with the Mirana dead, right?
Yeah, I think we try to force a fight here, but no one ends up dying. So
Oh, he
accidentally
used
use it.
and just has
Yeah.
to walk away. And we also didn't take. Oh wait, no, I jump in.
Oh
here
yeah.
like an ape.
Okay, man.
Screw.
Whoa. Okay.
I was like, because I heard Fishy being like, yeah, I'm going in, and so I kind of was like, all right, I'm in. Say less, fam.
1/8 goes, the rest follows. Rest follow.
Yeah, just
So-
watch.
I don't
Tower is under attack.
I don't hate that you guys TP top. Because
I hate that we didn't take the outpost first.
Okay, well that is definitely annoying, yes. I don't hate that you TP top. Why do you think I don't hate it?
Because we know we can have numbers because one of them's dead.
One of
And there's
them's
stuff
dead,
to get in the top
absolutely.
lane.
We have ults on cool.
We
off
have our
cooldown.
ults. Have we been winning fights?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We feel like we are strong. We have our ults. We are powerful. You know they're top. Why do we know they're top? Because they're sure as hell not bottom. And we have a ward mid, like they can't be anywhere else.
Yep.
I don't hate it. It's just kind of go ham.
Yeah.
We went a little bit.
He who ape.
We tried to swing our dick a little bit too much.
I believe you did not see
I
his
didn't. I also
BKB.
didn't check his BKB.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that was
see his
like.
BKB.
I died and I was like, huh, I forgot to check his inventory for the BKB that we knew he was building.
Huh. And that's hindsight. And that's kind of
Hindsight's a
unfortunate.
bitch.
But
The
you know-
other,
Yeah, I saw a Scream die. I'm like, nope.
so
Bye.
How much of a gold swing was that? Like 2K?
yeah, it's like 3-4K. They can probably get
yeah,
the tower,
3K.
so it's another K or so.
I don't think they got the tower. I think they fucking pussied out.
All right, never mind.
You know, these guys
Uh,
would win fights and then do nothing.
Interesting.
That was the story of this game. That is why it went 90 minutes.
I see. So, in hindsight, right? We talked about I didn't mind the play top. In hindsight, why do we, besides them hitting their timings, why do we think that fight could be bad for us?
No vision.
No vision. Walking into where they are. Right? General rule of thumb. What was maybe the better play here in hindsight?
Force them to
Push
from high
out
ground.
mid, yeah, or force high
or
ground.
start hitting their high ground.
Push out mid, push out bottom. I mean, you don't have tower hitters. That's not going to happen. So
Yeah.
push out mid, push out bottom. If they're sitting 5 heroes top, having 2 lanes pushed into you is a nightmare scenario. Case in point. If you shove in mid, you shove in bottom, they have 5 heroes up here. All of the options are free. You have every option in the world to choose from, whereas they have one. Defend your lanes. So you just expand you expand your gold lead a little bit, you get more farm, you get your lanes in a good spot, you open up your realm of possibilities for moves. So in hindsight, that's kind of maybe the move you might want to consider next time. Because fighting into their vision, it can be kind of sus. Especially if we don't click on the ember.
Yes.
Invisibility.
Hey, Harb. Or Brightside, you know I'm an ape. So.
I mean, honestly, I don't really hate that play. I think if
use my fingies.
I think if we... Did we have a word for that fight, Spaz? Okay, wait, did you? Okay, this is actually a really good talking point for you. So, we have smoked into the enemy. Or we're gonna take a fight up here, right?
Do I have a ward?
Yes, you do. Oh, no, wait,
Did
do
I
they
put
get
it-
oh, they get delivered. Okay, I see. Do you have them...
No.
I think he gets
I
it
TP,
I think he
yeah.
gets it after the
You
fact.
can see his crow chasing after him.
I see that. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, if we have a ward, we need to make sure we place it up here, but you don't have it, so that's fine. Did you have
They
global
just
harm?
screamed. I did, but I didn't realize that Scream had gone in because I didn't hear him.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
he
was
needs
like-
to scream louder then.
Yeah, no, it was more.
Yeah,
She was like, "Yeah, I'm going in," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
I think
I'll
the
do that.
other thing.
yeah.
that
I
you-
don't think Scream said anything
I see.
when he went
I see.
in, and then I panned my camera. I'm like, oh, well, he's dead. I don't really want to use this anymore.
And I was like, I'd
Yeah.
gone in, and I was like, Fishy isn't here anymore.
Yeah, so the fight goes poorly. That's life. Sometimes it happens. So, we want to return to our usual status quo. Dota has a bunch of game phases. There's like the we want to fight phase, there's the neutral game phase, and there's the we don't want to fight game phase. I'd say is how you could generalize them. So, what game phase are we in right now?
We're about to be in the neutrals phase.
Correct. We're in the neutral phase. So in the neutral phase, one big thing must happen. And what do we think that one big thing is?
Push lanes.
Push
So you
lanes.
can juggle. So you can jungle.
How many lanes?
Just two.
Two.
Mid and bottom.
Not because you can jungle, Spazzy. Why would we want to push 2 lanes in?
Get information
Map
on the
control.
Map control, information, and most importantly, perhaps, we are enabling us for whenever we are in the we want to fight phase.
Hmm.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
So we're in this neutral phase. That's fine. We're shoving lanes. We're gonna shove mid. We're gonna shove bottom. That's completely fine. You can even post a hero top if you're feeling spicy like the Dawnbreaker or something. So you can shove 3 lanes even maybe. Who knows? But you're getting your lanes in because at a certain point you're gonna hit a timing or you're gonna find an angle to smoke or make a play. And if you don't have your lanes in, not only are you gonna lose the fight probably, but I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna yell at you. So, you know, but double negative. So we're gonna shove our
I
lanes
think
in. What?
I think it tabbed out during that point.
Nice. Okay. Arb's AFK. Perfect. I'm hoping you. Okay, you do go BKB. Good.
I was debating. I was gonna be like, if I can be greedy enough, maybe I can get the Ags first. But eventually, I just decided, fuck it.
Somebody needs to shove this lane. That's all I'm gonna say. Who? It could be Scroom, probably. Because you have Manta, it's harder for you to die, but.
I think I just sprint to my team because I'm like.
Alright, so. Who's getting more information out of this mid wave right now?
They are.
There is.
Why are they?
They've
They have-
also got a ward there.
They have a ward, and if we're
Just
not pushing
disregarding
in
the
lane,
ward, just looking at the
Ne-
wave.
if we're not pushing in that lane, then they
They've got
know
a
that
double
we're
range.
doing something.
They have a double range, so they can
Yeah.
leave it because it's gonna push for them. They could just
Yeah.
leave it, and it'll go over here, and they'll get all the information. That's why anytime these waves are in here, we need to try as hard as we can to have somebody shove it in here. Relatively consistently, unless you think you're gonna fucking immediately die. But like, most of the times it's just like nuke it out, like press a spell on it, you know, arcane curse it or some shit.
Yeah.
So, just a small point, but it's very important to like just, you know, the overall information that you get consistently.
They have a sentry.
Alright,
and
so
a mobs.
we have determined, I suppose, that we are in like a more active go do shit phase. So we're gonna smoke. We don't find a kill. That happens. We get 2 lanes in though. So
Yeah,
they're
I think
the-
I said to just poke at mid, see what they do.
Yeah, I don't think they realized they had an obs sitting right there as they smoked.
Who smoked?
We did.
I know,
Right
but
on top of that
yeah,
obs.
does Spazzy have sentry? Okay, well that's unfortunate, but this is just a good ward sentry from them. It's hard to predict that stuff, having a ward sentry here, like that's fucking random as shit.
Yeah.
So, but we're still winning. We're still winning this overall map exchange. If you want to kill them when they show up, you can. But what can you do off of these 2 lanes being into their towers?
you can Roche.
You can Roche. Okay, the Roche seems a little sus, but you can go farm everything
Yeah.
else. And that's how you accrue a net worth advantage. Is by shoving more lanes than the enemy. So you're getting more creeps than them. And then when they come to defend those creeps, you're getting more neutrals than them. That's kind of how net worth leads in Dota are built, more or less. Crazy. Kind of cool, right?
I think we kill Reedy here, don't we?
Yeah,
No.
and if so, that's one of your options. Your other option here is to if they show up, you can fight because your lanes are in a good spot. Like that's completely
think-
fair.
Oh,
I think we kill them when they fucking run up
They
like
should know
that.
you're all. You smoke again. All right. We are very serious about fighting.
Yeah, I mean, we were like, we have everything. Might as well.
All right. So I think at this point, so the second smoke happens. At this point, if you're not gonna walk into their triangle, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
So
Or just-
smokes are used best when you are running into enemy vision because they don't see you coming, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the condition to walking into the enemy's area normally, is you've smoked or you have some sort of advantage like that. So you smoke, you get a ward down, all of a sudden it's your vision fighting into their vision, and you feel like you're stronger, so you win. That's kind of how it works. So if we're gonna smoke, we've got to go walk into their triangle at this point. Otherwise, we're kind of just wasting it, which we do waste it. Shockingly, I'm so surprised this has happened.
I like how Reedy
This
drew a
this
circle where
passive-
every single one of us other than Fishy was.
I mean, Fishay is making this is perfect from him. Zero complaints here. Right, he's Dawnbreaker. He's a global hero. He's done his job. He's shoved on top. He's gonna farm some neutrals. Keep scaling.
I think eventually I say like, fuck it, I'm gonna poke at bottom here. Let's see if I can force anyone
Fishy,
to
I do
TP.
want to add a side note. Sorry to cut you off, Harb. Your hero shard is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you should consider that item strongly. I also think items like Halberd against Sniper, very cool. So you can keep that in mind. Anyways, keeping on. Like, we're winning this farm war. Like, whatever. Like,
I also,
go ahead.
I think he probably should have gotten an Ags on the Dawnbreaker
be
after the
good.
Basher.
I-
Because that gives 60% evasion, it gives so much healing, it gives...
Does it really
It's
get
so- like-
60% evasion? I didn't know that.
Yes, the
I did not
Ag
know that either.
serve
I did
on
not
that
know that.
fucking hero.
So,
What the
yeah, I mean,
fuck?
that's an item to consider for sure as well. I was just adding in the shard factor.
I think he has the shard.
Now he,
Yeah, he
oh,
did get
oh,
the
he just
shard.
got it.
It was on the crow, yeah, it was on the crow.
Man,
okay.
look at that. So, do we notice that? What's the net worth lead?
1K. Less than 1K.
Less
1K.
than 1K. It should
Fast
be way
forward.
more though.
What happened in that minute
We
Of-
got 500 gold.
of us farming the entire map and them being pigeonholed here? We're out farming.
We got 500 gold.
We got more gold than the enemy. Kind of like we said would happen. Crazy shit. So, this is a really great spot to be in. And I'm going to try not to give you too much information because I feel like we've talked about a lot of important stuff already. But at this point, the worst thing you could do is to get impatient. And what I mean by that is it's important to find times in Dota games where you recognize how much you're farming. Which is hard, right? But it's not like the craziest thing to recognize that you're farming mid, you're farming bottom, you're farming these camps, he's farming like all of top, right? I feel like you can kind of put together that you are out farming the enemy. When that's happening, why force things? Right?
Just chill.
Just chill,
Because see hero, hit hero, he who.
right? You can chill. You can wait for
I
your
should've
next big
screamed.
power spike, like get your Basher on Scroom maybe, like then you can go. Or get your BKB, then go, right? The worst thing you could do is to be impatient, take a bad fight, and then you miss these item timings. So just chill. Because I have the feeling that we're going to get antsy and shit's going to happen. Oh.
I think, yeah. I think our supports get
Guys,
antsy.
I swear I didn't watch this beforehand. I'm just
Yeah,
letting...
Right. Yeah, right.
This is
We
so
all
fucking
dead.
sad, man.
We're all dead.
This is so sad.
Except the Dawnbreaker. She's
Now
like,
we've lost all our map control.
Wait, hold on. I didn't die either. I got a kill there.
wait, we had a silencer in the game?
Yeah, bro. I had
They,
this global.
they
there.
don't roach for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
really fucking weird about not doing anything
Check
about
roach,
winning
they're not
fights.
in here, we hook it for some reason. Just okay.
Yeah, we thought they were doing it because I mean it's a logical thing, right?
Princess.
Oh, this is where we chase Princess. Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh,
No.
we barely missed him.
Unfortunate.
You wish he was. You wish Princess was deceased.
I wish he was deceased. I hate that guy. Just kidding. I love Princess.
Oh, oh shit.
All right. Scrim walks in. Okay. Works out. We have all our spells. Probably fine. We are walking into their vision, so you are a tad psychotic, and you do die for it. All right.
Yes.
Yes. Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm gonna say, so I'm just kidding.
Put wards down.
There are times. So there's two options, right? You can put wards down. You can smoke, put wards down, take a fight on vision, right? The
Yes.
other option's just don't walk into vision. Their vision.
That's too big brain for us, though.
Yeah,
I
like how do
I
we know
know.
their mission is
I know
there?
I'm
We don't
asking a
know.
lot out of you guys. So, all right, we're gonna go to the next
But-
game.
No, no, no. I want you to
I-
no go
I
to
like-
60 minutes. I want you to go to 60
Oh my
minutes.
God, you should see.
Go to 60 minutes. Go to 60
I
minutes.
You should
Go to
see the
refuse.
60
I
minutes.
refuse to watch.
Go
You
to
should see
60
the
minutes.
60
Go
minutes.
to 60 minutes. Just go. Just fast forward to 60 minutes.
I already hit OK. My computer's already dying. It's too late.
No, it's
Oh my
not.
lord. My God. Okay, well at least you get to see the mid PL safe lane Kunkka for the second game.
You gotta wait for my computer
Yeah.
to die. So hold on.
So
Yeah.
where do you live in Ohio? I'm in Columbus.
I live in Cleveland.
So you're a Browns
Yeah, I was at the Browns game today.
fan. Did they win
Yeah,
today?
dude.
We
Wow.
did. We won 31-21.
1-1 on the season.
The Texans.
We beat the
That
Texans.
I gave Fishy a frickin' moonshard that game, and he passed me in net worth at the end because I did it.
Yeah, 53. So we had 3 heroes above 50k net worth. I think the Witch Doctor was like 27.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure we won that game just because we had 3 cores to their 2, because Sand King eventually just became a walking stun.
Holy shit! The Chiefs lost this game.
Yep. Yeah, they
What?
did. I have no fucking clue
Yeah.
how.
W-
What's his name?
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I blame you guys. I was gonna watch the end of the game and I got fucking roped into this. This is your fault.
It's our fault.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just happy I won my fantasy.
I think I'm gonna
This
win
week.
because I guess Mahomes. Yeah, I stopped watching after the Mahomes pick because we came here.
This is like way closer than it should have though, because fucking Tyreek Hill like barely got anything. Oh, it's because Edward Zealaire fucking fumbled the ball. So
I have two 20-point
Ravens-
receivers on my bench. For the record.
yeah, I have my 12 league team. Let's see. I mean, my bench is kind of
Yeah,
sad.
in my
Marvin
12
Jones.
yeah, in my 12 league team, I have two 20-point receivers on my bench.
So we have like a rule. We have a rule in my league where you got to start a rookie in the flex. It's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
In the flex.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. But Ondale Moore for the fucking win. Let's go.
I would not be able to apply that. All right. Dude, fucking 54 minutes. What's wrong with you people?
I asked
War
the
of
team to make
attrition.
it another 90-minute game, and
It's
they
like a war.
they-
You guys
they
probably
said
you
no.
guys' series was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, don't
Yes.
don't worry about
Reedy
it.
was pretty upset about it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Reedy
don't
was pretty
fucking
mad.
blame him. All right, draft.
I mean,
And
we
Claire
did
predicted
They
us to go
fucking
0-2, dude.
Naga into my PL. This is very bad.
Yeah,
Very
and Claire predicted us to go 0-2, so we 2-0'd him.
Okay. PL. Naga Siren. What?
Yeah, we were very fucking confused. Not to mention Greg's not a good Naga player.
It's fucking weird as shit. All right. Okay. So I mean your draft is fine. This Naga pick's weird as shit. I feel like this PL pick should have been punished harder, but it works out. All right. I'm just gonna do it. Oh my god. Ugh. So.
Did you drink too much alcohol?
I mean, I only had 2 beers at the game, so I'm vibing. It was just
How much are they now? Like $12 a
dude,
piece?
they're like $10 $10, $12, yeah.
Holy
That's
shit.
nuts, dude.
Yeah, I had 2 beers. I was like, that's enough.
It's probably more. It's in Seattle. I haven't been to. I didn't go to the game today.
So, what's the thinking behind PL safe or PL mid Kunkka safe this game?
Well, one, Peel's my best hero, and then, to be honest, like, it's DK, he who we farm until he hits 6, basically. and then
I think the other heroes that we were against, we thought PL would be good against him.
I like for me personally, I'd rather lane the PL into DK than into Bloodseeker Willow
Okay. Or
I
Bloodseeker.
was
or
like,
Bloodseeker Lina. Sorry.
I don't associate with the mid lane.
Screw him. Screw him
I
wants to know where on the map the
also-
mid
So
lane
this
is.
is like this is
Mike
ju-
Conka-
is this a you want to play PL if you pick PL kind of thing?
Well, Scream was
much.
like, "Yo, what do you like? Are you like fine picking PL into this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because PL's like my best hero." So
Okay.
yeah,
That's-
And I saw their draft that far, and I was like, they can't do shit to a PL. So I was like, yeah, I'll
I mean, I'm not
potentially have
saying
to
that
associate with the mid
I'm
lane.
not. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with the PL pick. I'm mostly just talking and thinking about the putting it mid into the Kunkka top kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh.
For me, it was more just comfort in terms
Okay.
of like I'd rather just lane it into DK rather than Bloodseeker Lina.
Yeah. So here's the other thing is like, and I'm gonna talk from a full game perspective here. So, what do you sacrifice by putting the Kunkka top?
Uh,
Less levels.
him being able to rotate and do shit around the map.
Him getting
basically.
levels, him getting super farm super fast, right?
Yeah.
Him being a space chip maker.
Yeah, right. So, if PL has a bad lane in the top lane, why does it not matter as much?
Yeah, I just fucking go in AFK farm.
Well, who are your
regardless.
other? I mean, yeah, and why can you do that?
Because the rest of my team is able to fight without me because
Exactly.
they're
Right.
super strong.
You have Kunkka and Night Stalker, super strong heroes, when used appropriately, right?
Yeah.
So,
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah.
We're not seeing it. Or I'm not seeing it.
I see.
I am seeing
I
it.
restarted.
Oh,
maybe
you
it's a
you might still be on the old stream,
Yeah,
Spaz.
I restarted it.
All right.
Oh, I was still on hold
Oh,
stream.
whatever.
Worked for me.
Let me. You get Spazzy?
Yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Okay, perfect. So, I get that, like, it's like comfort, like you want to play the PL and you have a free lane versus DK, but I am imagining a lot of this game feels awkward because your Kunkka just doesn't have the levels and farm to rotate and be that space maker.
I mean, I think I end up fighting a little bit anyways. So, but
Okay.
yeah, I can't like obviously go to other lanes or shit
Also-
because I'm a PL.
Brightside, you're forgetting that we just finished a 90-minute game, and I was like, I have no brain to keep playing anyway, so I'm gonna go Kunkka, walk down lanes, and see what happens.
Okay, fair enough.
That is indeed what happens.
None
Okay.
for you.
Also, Screw made me angry by taking some of my farm.
Tidebringer level 1 is a beast,
Scream,
so-
Scream said it was his farm, so
I mean, like,
It's
I'm
not
not sure
his
whose
fucking
farm it
farm.
was.
it's an interesting thing to think about, right? When you decide to do this, you have to think about what is being sacrificed in the game.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. Makes sense. So maybe your lane is better for the PL.
But we're sacrificing.
you're
We're
sacrificing your
sacrificing.
Kunkka.
Yeah.
So you have
I
to
don't
weigh
matter.
that trade-off.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say that you are fucking dumbasses for doing it because I don't know if maybe the PL going mid here is like better. I don't know. So that's just something you have to be considering.
I think it was, because I don't associate with mid lanes.
Well, I mean, it's not you
I
going
don't play.
mid. It's
I
the
don't.
PL
I
going,
don't play
it's-
Conka, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then in this case, this is your only option,
Yeah.
based off of the hero selections.
Nah, I could have played mid here, but it was like, Harp was like, I'm fine playing
mid
against a,
Kunkka mid is brain
DK.
dead. I'm sure you can manage it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I can manage it. It's like I'm really fucking shitty with the fucking port combo bullshit timing
So
that.
easy though.
Dude, I maybe have like 10 games on Kunkka. Okay, leave me alone. They're also like 10 games spread out across like 6 years.
Okay, Boxes gets chased down. He just got caught by the trading early with Willow is never good, as most heroes. just general rule of thumb, Mr. Boxes. Because she has her insane fucking, her bat's insane. Hits for a decent amount, and then she just brambles you, and you can't out-trade it. So, it's kind of hard if you're in a 1v1 against her to trade evenly. We die top. Happens. Hard lane. Bloodseeker, Lena. I do think, though, this is a lane. So we talked about... What was the thing we talked about in lane last game, Spaz?
Give the safe lane carry a lot more XP by leaving the lane. Like pull in or...
What was the condition for doing
when he's
that?
1v1. Right now he's 2v2.
When he's 1v1, right? So he's 2v1, so you want to be in lane as much as possible. So if you leave at any point, that should be communicated to Scroom, and it should be to pull.
Yeah, I
So-
usually tell him when I'm going.
Yep. So
Or
Scrim and I have like
don't
40
leave
games
lane this
together, so
far.
we talk a lot.
I would also be making sure we're trying to coordinate Coconut with Torrent, because that's really the only thing you can do in this lane. But if you Coconut Torrent the Lena, she's kind of just like almost dead. So that is something that you can keep in mind in this lane. It's just like your potential spell synergies. You can see, so like you went for this ring of regen against Spazzy. Do you see why it feels weird now when you're at this state?
Yeah, no mana.
You're right. You have 1 clarity for your mana, but what hero are you playing against?
Yeah, princess. Yeah.
I meant okay. You're playing against Lena. The portrait doesn't show up, but you're playing against Lena. It's impossible to run a clarity against Lena. Otherwise, your option is to clarity and sit under your tower while your carry dies. Right. Feels really bad. So that extra mana regen would help a lot in these kinds of lanes. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna fast forward. This seems boring as shit.
Yes.
Landing stage. Night Stalker's very happy. Cachet is having a great time. Vibes are immaculate. We miss our spells, that's life. Everybody's farming. Everybody's having a good time. I'm bored. You guys do kill this guy. Nice job.
We killed Lena.
I'm so proud.
What do I get?
Alright, so we're starting to get into that area where we're going to have Night Stalker level nighttime. Night Stalker level 5 is his big power spike. So we need to kind of start thinking of what do we do with the Night Stalker in terms of movements around the map. So what did we say or make sense for what heroes we want to gank or not gank?
Weakest hero.
We want to gank the weakest hero generally. We want to avoid their strong heroes. How do we apply that same logic to our own team?
They want to
Play
attack
around.
Play around the
Yeah.
strong hero.
Play around the strong hero, yes. Right, you want to play around your strong hero. And then your weak hero should ideally be playing in the safest part of the map like a little cowardly bitch. Kind of thing.
Ouch.
Right. So, point is, a hero like Night Stalker, he's always your strong hero at some point. That's how the hero works. Whether it's when he hits 6, whether it's nighttime. This hero is... What?
when we killed
Killed him
princess.
again. Nice job. The hero is kind of the linchpin for movements. So, I find it very important for when you feel like it's time to start making moves that you do so around him. That's all I'm going to be saying for now. I do think it's probably time that, you know, this laning stage ends. I was going to say, you probably should just TP bottom, Scroom.
Yeah.
I was gonna
planning
say,
on
I was
pushing
thinking
out
about
the
it.
wave one more time, and then I see he hits 6, and I'm like, oh, I can TP out, but for some fucking reason, Princess is sitting in the trees above my fucking tower.
Well, the thing is, like, you don't know where the Lena is, so it's.
Well, no, so she literally just died. You'd expect her to go do something on the map, not sit in the fucking trees above the tier 1 top.
Well, he might see
It's
that
also
you get rupture, though.
Princess.
He gets rupture, so he wants to make sure he
Yeah.
gets this tower, right?
Yeah, but he's also Princess and a donkey, so...
Okay, I mean, that's fair. So, when you respawn, I hope you go bottom. And get
well, I
this-
don't have a TP, so
Oh,
I
that's
end up
right.
somewhere.
So, yeah, this is awkward for sure. So, you're gonna lose your top tower, and you're trying to def mid.
Well, I sprint bottom, see? Look at me go.
So, Mr. Harb, we gotta have a chat. If you want to play this PL mid. So there's
Yes,
a
sir.
couple things that you want to. There's a couple things that are okay, right? So we still notice that you're PL. You're the hard carry. However, that does not mean you are exempt from your mid lane role. What is your
Damn.
big role as the mid laner?
Protect my tower.
Protect your fucking tower!
Well, I told Boxes.
Do you think he can
That
do
he
shit
could do-
to a level 9 Dragonite? What's he gonna do? He's gonna look at him and smile. He's gonna give him a friendly wave as he kills his tower.
Well, I wanted to be nice to Reedy, you know.
Well, that's up to you. Point being, there are certain heroes in the game that you have to bring numbers to deal with taking your mid tower, otherwise it will just die.
Alright.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
One of those is Dragon Knight. So
I think we end up killing him actually.
perfect. That's
Before
normally
the tower
ideal,
gets taken.
right? It's normally ideal. He shows up to take your tower, you kill him, and then he doesn't have dragon form, right?
Hmm.
That's like an ideal.
Yeah,
layout.
because I think Boxes he hits 6, and then he gets his dragon form and kill him.
So in my eyes, this tower should never be this low because ideally we have 2 heroes in mid when he dragon forms or something. Maybe after the maybe not at the first one, but like the second dragon form, we have multiple heroes posted up to push him away, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is what's the big thing Dragon Knight lacks as a hero, generally speaking?
Mobility.
Okay, that's one. The other one.
Mana.
Okay. Fuck. I didn't go
He
hard.
has long cooldowns, so his spells.
All right,
take long
this did
cooldowns.
not go. This did not go as planned. He has trouble pushing waves out super fast. He can kind of
'Cause he
do
only
it.
has-
He can kind of do it with breathe fire, but like normally you max this first, right? Like you don't have max
Oh, what
breathe
the-
fire.
Fuck is his
Yeah, that's a
skill
weird
build?
skill build.
What the fuck?
We're not gonna talk about the skill build. Normally you're like 2-1-4, right? Which or something
Yeah.
like that. But you don't have max breathe fire. So a great counter to Dragon Knight or these heroes that want to threaten your tower but don't have like great push or wave clear
So
is push
the
their
wave
push
super
their
hard.
exactly push their wave in first. So hard boxes nukes us out. You're pushing this out as fast as you can, and he's like, guys, he has to bring in heroes then, and that frees up your other lanes to do stuff. And this is just crazy chain reaction because it all stems from his hero wants to take this mid tower, and we've all identified that. All right, tangent over. And if we kill him, that's great. Pushing him out like this is also good, right? Just like nuking him out, like stuff like that, small things like that. You just want to delay him, right? And
Oh yeah, I bottled the double.
it's tough to like protect it forever because of the chip damage, and he'll just go tank it at a certain point. Like, I'm just asking you to delay it and make it hard for him. And Boxes comes
Oh, we
here, we
kill
still
him
dragon
here.
form, and he dies here. Perfect. You want to punish him for making these plays.
I'm a dragon and you're a dragon.
What?
Yeah, he
Oh,
goes on
dragon.
Boxes. I'm like, okay.
All right, well, that's ideal. you do lose your tower and you get to kill, but your PL gets the solo experience for that, so whatever.
Easy.
And we took bottom tower while that was happening, so nice job, Scrum.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that when they made this go, it's like, yo, Fish, activate your fucking ult, you donkey.
Yeah, this is Fishy has ulti. What? Sir.
Yeah, I don't know about
Okay,
that
well
one.
that's life. Yeah, you're completely
Oh yeah,
right.
I died. Yeah, I remember dying now.
Nothing happened over here.
We don't worry about
Whatever.
that.
Nice punish here, Scrum. Fishy, we did just see that this guy had Blink Dagger, so... the second you see that, you should be running into the trees like a cowardly bitch. It's very prudent to expect that they just won't go on you. Because they will, and you'll die. Exhibit A. Alright, but good punish from Scroom. The Harb TP, I think your TP was a little weird, but you had a DD, so like it's whatever. It just makes like where you play kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So we're kind of we've fallen back into this thing where we took this bottom tower, and then we all went top, and now we have no bottom control again. So that's something that I want to try to get into being a habit, is that when we take this bottom tower, getting vision, posting heroes down here, something of the sort, so that we can retain bottom control.
Anyone else notice that Phantom Lancer looks really sad?
I mean, all of his people died, bro.
Yeah, that's fair.
We caught mid. And now we see our map is really awkward. Right? Why is our map so awkward?
Well, one, we don't have a mid tower.
No, we haven't taken mid tower, but it's fine. We've taken this bottom tower, right? It's not the end of
Yeah.
the world. So we've taken this bottom tower. What does that normally mean?
We should be in the jungle.
Play bottom.
We should be able to play bottom to some degree. Exactly. So the reason this is so awkward is we have 5 heroes sitting in our triangle. We have 2 heroes both trying to share the same farm. And that's just terrible. And we can see as a result of this, they get a 2k net worth advantage, despite no super crazy kills happen, right?
Yeah.
Like they gain like 1k net worth just off of creep hitting alone. So you go bottom here, Scroom goes mid, we ulti here. Oh, okay, well we die. What happened? We just walked in.
Yeah, he walked in, gets light striked, Laguna ruptured, and whatever the fucking.
He's
blood rank
very
fell in.
sad. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I see that.
I throw a boat because I'm like, hey, I'll help you. He'll get drunk on rum, and won't feel pain. But
All right, so there's
still felt
2.
pain.
Let's just take note of this current map iteration here while we're paused. So we have 4 heroes mid. We have PL bottom. We see DK bottom.
No Naga's top.
We know Naga's top. So what are our potential plays here? Let's lay them out for me.
Go towards the DK bottom. Go towards the Naga top.
Send more people by, yeah.
Send people bottom. Send people top. Or I guess
pressure mid.
I guess example C is what happens. All right,
Fight mid.
fight mid.
I think all I was
Fight
saying
me.
was, yo, I'm gonna go press W on this wave and walk away. And then Fishy is like, oh, W is being pressed. I guess that means I press my R button.
Well, I mean, sometimes it happens. So this is psychotic.
Ooh, they have somebody TP in.
This position is the craziest shit. This is like moments preluding a disaster right here.
I'm pretty sure I called DK TPing as well. I don't remember
Yeah.
though.
So this is
Do I walk away? I forget if I walk.
yeah, I think you lived here, but this is like walking into this is like willingly and walking in front of a moving train. That's
Sometimes it's not that bad.
that's about as good. That's about as close as I can get. So not only do we not really have vision here, we don't have a hero. They have their strongest hero can easily come to this fight because it's on their tower. And on top of that, they have all their spells. So what is our incentive to just walk in?
I don't know, man.
I don't remember.
walking
Yeah, I
Besides the
don't
fact that we
remember.
played a 90-minute game and our brains are off, there probably isn't one.
They're like,
know.
hey, look
I
at
was
the
like-
tower, you guys. It's
I
got
don't know, I'm
10%
feeling great in
HP.
this game.
Yeah, so pretty much TLDR,
Oh.
the super great play here is your PL is going to shove out bottom. If you guys get vision into this area, you can farm here. Your PL
Your
shoves
boxes
bottom.
is here.
You can farm your ancients. Hi, boxes.
Yeah, I got asked to stand in for an already 2L
It happens.
game, so
It's fine. I'll have a recording up sometime for this for you to watch. So, so pretty much the TLDR is this was a terrible decision.
Yes.
Making us feel bad.
It ends up being better than it should have though. Get the DK here.
I
Wait,
think
did he
I
get the DK?
sacrificed my life for this.
Oh, we. No, we don't get the DK here. Never mind.
What is
You
happening?
got the Willow again.
What is happening?
Welcome.
Boxes is just running at the DK. This is...
I chased them out.
All right, so end result,
I
we
told
chased
you.
them out.
Is that like a 4-minute fight?
All right, well, we chased them
Yeah.
out of our triangle. That was good. That part was good, at least. And now we've returned. What position of the game are we in?
Up.
We're about to have neutrals again.
Yes, we are in mode neutral. Boxes, because you were late, so we talked about there's 3 game phases that you can generalize into. There's the we want to run at you game phase,
8 mode.
8
Yeah.
mode. There's the neutral game phase where neither team's doing too much, and then there's the we are scared of the enemy running at us game phase.
Pussy ass bitch
mode.
face.
That sounds reasonable.
Run
Pretty
mode.
reasonable, right? Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
let's say it's pretty general. So we're entering the neutral phase. So what does the neutral phase mean?
Push out your lane.
Push out our lanes. Yeah.
I pushed forward.
Another way of putting the neutral phase would be to, you might hear some people say it like, play efficiently. So, what
Yeah.
will maximize your farm without griefing the game? Might be another way to put it. So UTP top, right? This is, I was about to say somebody should probably be up here.
I think I'm about to die. Dude.
Yeah, they chase us.
And
Nope, never mind.
honestly, Harb, are you gonna join
I
this
think
fight?
I'm about to die. Mid.
I do, I think.
Does this go well?
Oh yeah, I forgot to TP
Never.
straight into a fucking fear and timed my boat with my X perfectly.
Oh yeah, I get the. I fucking.
Alright, it went.
I accidentally queue a creep instead of Willow. Feels
Alright,
bad.
whatever.
Could
It-
have
Be
I-
fair.
I thought that might go poorly, but the Naga was super low, so that was good.
Be fair.
should-
There
you-
was no way for me to know they would jump into the tier 2 like that out of nowhere.
It happens.
I think I drew the Bloodseeker and the Mirana bottom by pretty much walking the lane right up to their tower, then walking away, and then TPing.
Alright. Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We're walking up the mid tower. Why is this one so much different, guys?
Because
They have
Naga's
dead
dead.
heroes.
There's
they
2
don't have spells
heroes
up.
dead! And
Most of their
Fishin
spells
might
run the
die
cooldown.
because he walked
I
in
get
way
it,
too
Alina.
soon. Yeah, I think we get all of these kills. Oh, did you die?
Don't. No. I die
Oh,
once this
I
game. This is
sprint
not
right-
the place where I die.
I stare him in the eyes and tell him to go away. See, look, I assert my big body presence in front of him and make him leave.
Okay,
There is
Um,
one time I
wasn't
died
any
this
heal
game,
from that
and I
witch
don't want to
doctor?
talk about that time that
Let's
I
just have
died
a
because I know
brief-
exactly what I was
let's
doing.
just have a super brief discussion here. So, we got 2 kills.
Wait, why does that dragon have armor?
What?
Wow, fucking no.
Wait till he turns
So
around.
we got 2 kills here. I guess Fisher, this is mostly just on you. I think you just have to be a little bit more patient on moves in general as Night Stalker. For whenever you watch this, so you're kind of like the way that your team wants to do this is your team wants to set up with like PL hitting the tower relatively safely. You can then catch whoever shows with Kunkka. You being in the front forces your team away from that ideal state. And that's about as best as I can put it. Hopefully that makes sense. Because you kind of go in, you die, and your team's like, oh shit, we kind of have to help him, right? Like, we feel strong, but because we took a fight in a less than ideal manner, we're not as strong as we could be, right?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense hopefully. So, big chase, Harv doesn't die. I'm hogging. Hopefully Scroom books at bottom here.
Well, the ancients are my first priority.
It's a
because
really long book.
Fishy was like, "Hey, I'm going bottom,"
It's
so
a
I was
really
like, "All right."
long book.
Fishy was like, "Hey, I'm going
Alright
bottom."
guys,
so-
do we want to fight
very-
top?
No.
No.
Why?
They have
People aren't
vision, we
there.
don't.
We don't have vision!
Yeah, can we skip over this part?
I actually can feel my sanity waning.
Can we
as watch.
skip over this part?
Is it
though?
because you die?
Hey, don't worry about it. Just skip over
I
this part.
see.
I knew that they had. Okay, so I knew they had
Oh,
vision
look at
there, but I
Harv.
went and farmed there, and
Interesting. You guys are kills.
Oh yeah,
That's
killed
wild.
the. Let's see.
So I'm a broken record. You guys know this, and hopefully we'll work on it next time. Fighting in division. And sometimes it'll happen where you fight into an area you didn't know they had vision. But generally speaking, they're gonna have vision top. They might have vision.
no, I
mid.
remember calling out that they had vision there, right on
Yeah,
that word spot.
Wow.
Someone told Harv they could see you.
I know I called it out, and I went and farmed there anyways.
Someone told Harv they can see you, and Harv said, "I don't care."
Wow.
And then we
No, that
smoked
He
him.
no,
said,
that
"I'm
was
invincible.
later.
They
That was
can't
later.
kill me."
That
Quote,
was later
unquote.
when I got hard. Or Manta. I'm trying to
Quote,
remember.
unquote, they can't kill me, guys.
Harp thinks he's this super Chad guy, man.
It's okay. This is the only time I die, so it's fine.
So, the end result of all of that stuff happening is that fight is you lose this top tower and you have no presence bottom.
Yes.
Excuse
So-
me.
What?
Santa Claus is coming to
And
bottom.
he said, "Excuse me."
Excuse me?
Scroob. Where's Scroob's icon at?
Excuse me, right side, if you'll notice, my book has been finished and I have made it to the bottom
Our
lane.
1,000-page novel is about to be finished, lads.
True.
So, we're just slow, right? So, we went top, we died, when instead we could have pushed bottom, we could have pushed mid, and we could have made it awkward for them to run into us, right? The other big thing about Night Stalker as a hero is he's the scariest hero in Dota to run into if you don't have vision. Because he could just nighttime on top of a hero and they're just sentenced to death. Unless you're super behind. But we're not super duper behind yet. So, we're kind of going to see the end result here. So, they could def bottom if they want to. But they don't have to. So, they've taken this top tower. So, they can push this into your tier 3 and always force you back. But they come bottom. Right? And they can come bottom because we don't have any presence here. Right? The lane wasn't into the tower. We just now got this ward here. We have no other vision in the area. Mid's not even pushed in. Like, think of it from their perspective, right? What would be their criteria for taking a fight?
Do we see a
Their
hero?
lane's pushed in, yeah.
Are their lanes pushed in?
Yes.
Their lanes are pushed in. So when these lanes are pushed in and you don't see heroes, that's like Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Something might be happening, guys.
Run.
AKA be careful, AKA run, AKA hide. Anyways.
No, that's for little bitches.
Sure. What do you say? So they get those kills, they run mid. Pretty standard stuff here. For some reason, Greg is fighting with his main hero on Naga. They run in.
Yeah.
Nice job, nice punish.
I got the break button, and the Dragon Knight didn't think that he could be broken.
Oh, you had
So-
Silver Edge.
We get these kills. What is bugging me about what just happened here?
We're not pushing in mid as well.
Nobody pushed in mid. Exactly.
Harp, what are you doing bottom, man?
So I
Farming,
actually,
bro.
I actually don't give a single shit who does it as long as it gets done. Like that, like worrying about like who does that kind of thing is we're not there yet. Like actually, just forget it. Like, just say somebody do it, or just somebody take the initiative and do it.
Hey, they did the fucking triangle or parallelogram of wards in our fucking jungle again. Like, what the hell?
All right. So we all go bottom. We've identified we probably should have had somebody mid, but you know that's okay. Maybe Fishy goes there and redeems the arc. Okay, Spaz is the
Spaz.
hero.
Except they
I get
instantly
picked
They're
out.
pinging
I got picked out.
Yes,
They're
but
pinging him.
because you shoved this in, they can't do it. Look at that.
Big brain
Whoa!
times, Spaz.
Dota. Big brain.
So the only one playing Dota is the lowest MMR player in the game. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, they use like they commit so much to kill me here. It's
Did you
hilarious.
get song?
Yep, I got
He's
song.
being
I'm about
song
to-
right now.
Boxes got
Yeah,
song.
the boxes
I'm trying to
songs.
save
And
it
then
with
boxes songs. and then
Wait,
everybody
wait.
boxes song and then immediately TP'd out and left the Coca.
Okay,
He's like,
so here's the
bye,
thing.
nerd.
The song was about to expire, which is why I TP'd out.
He's like, bye, nerd. See you later,
the song-
Coca.
You gave Scroom this like ray of hope, and then you just like squashed it
No,
like
because
a
if you go to the base, like I don't have song on me anymore. Like I don't have like the song's not active anymore.
Oh, that is so fucking funny, man.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, there's a chance I get out here, and then I see him start TPing, and I'm like,
That
wait,
is so
wait,
funny.
no, what boxes?
it
Wait.
was ending. I can't stay after
is-
the song ends. I'm just gonna die too.
Or you could have died instead of me.
We're
Sad.
both gonna die.
No, I believe I would have gotten out if you'd killed yourself for me.
Right.
It's
I
okay.
last like
No,
half a
Okay,
second.
okay. To be fair, that song proved very useful later on. So
All right, so this
Actually,
was
no, that was the other song I stole.
this is really good from you, Fishy
Was it?
here. You shoved this
Yeah.
wave in. This is really scary to do this next one though. You're fucking
Yeah.
psychotic. Okay, hopefully you get out. Maybe I don't think.
I think
Nope, he's dead. All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, that first wave was awesome. Second wave, very scary. So you die
Brett
for
said I have
that.
one
We learn.
request before the end of this game. You skip till the very last fight where I drop 2 Torrent Storms, 2 Ghost Ship Fleets, and 2 Tidal Waves all
He
on
doesn't-
Reedy's chin.
Until 60 minutes, because we were worth like 40k by then.
All right, we've got somebody pushing in bottom, somebody pushing in mid, pretty chill. Honestly, Scroom, I might like. Okay, Lena's there now, but I might have just like shadow bladed myself and killed this wave too.
I think I do that eventually anyway. Maybe not. I think I go top because I'm like, yo, never mind. No,
Alright,
see, look,
so-
I'm heading
alright.
back.
What's happened?
We don't have lane controls.
Bottom is shoved in, but
What important thing has just happened?
Naga
P1 shoved
Naga
bottom.
TP'd
The
bottom.
Naga has TP'd bottom.
I think I call for a fight actually. 'cause I see that.
Absolutely. We should be calling for a fight. We smoke up. We NS ulti. There they are. Kill them. Hello. Where's your carry? Hello.
No, excuse me. I was there.
Hello. Where's their
Only got the
carry?
Willow.
He's off
Killed
farming.
bottom.
And we got the Dragon Knight BKB. We got a Willow. Probably not ideal, but I mean,
Still worth.
they're trying to push the mid tier 2 without their carry. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Alright, so we've used NS ulti. What does that mean? What mode are we in?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Neutrals.
Neutral.
Farm.
You could argue we're scared of you zone as well, but probably neutral. So we're mode, kill waves, farm, play efficiently. We push out bottom, perfect. Mid's pushing in here, perfect. And as long as we do that, when we have NS ulti again, we should be in a good spot. Okay, Tarb, let him get his BKB, you greedy fuck.
No.
Just wait. Oh man, just wait till you see me slamming waves right in front of Harb's face.
Fuck you, Screw.
Doesn't Scream beat you by like 9 CS by the end of the game?
Yeah,
Yes.
he does, because he took that one wave. Just because he took that one
So
goddamn
do we
wave.
notice how, like, this Bloodseeker's here, but it's so weird for him to be able to walk in here, right? Because his creep
Yeah.
wave is pushing in.
Oh, we
think
see
we
the
can see
Naga
him.
TV bottom, though.
That's
I
cool.
don't think we can see him.
Oh, no, she canceled it.
Okay, Scroom goes all the way over here.
And they didn't notice because they saw me.
I mean, that's fine. Like, I feel like that was a low... I feel like there's a low probability he dies there anyway, so... I think that's fine. And we've got bottom shoving. Like, do we realize that, like... So it was a 5k gold lead before this, like, neutral phase started, right?
Yeah.
And now it's down to 4k. Simply because we are playing the map more efficiently, right? We're shoving in mid, bottom consistently. We're farming all of these neutrals backwards. Like, we're farming all this shit. Whereas they're farming one wave, sometimes the second wave. And that's where your net worth... You bring the net worth lead back a little bit because of that. Harm, I'd say bottom here. Just for future reference. You and NS should swap lanes. Let
Okay.
NS take top, you take bottom. Because there's more farm for you bottom. So, like,
Yeah.
NS isn't going to make the best use of this down here.
I.
Because at the end of the day, you are the hard carry. So you want to take the most farm efficient place. Which is bottom. I know I flamed you for, you know, you still had to be a mid, but your mid roll has expired at this point.
It expired 20 minutes ago.
Yep. Alright. They finally got Scrum with Rupture.
I think that was also Black Dragon reveal.
I like
Yeah.
my Q spam.
Yeah, and do we realize now why you should be
'Cause,
bottom here? Like,
yeah,
this is
I
like-
mean that lane would be at
this
the
would
tower
be into
right
the
now.
tower. Yeah, absolutely. Like
The tower would be gone.
you didn't stop this tower from dying anyways, so.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's rough. That's why we lost the fight. They're gonna get Roche.
I think
They
while they were
put
doing
it on
Roche, I was like,
Naga.
we no care Roche. Because they gave it to Naga.
Yeah, I think that could. I mean, that's relatively fair. Like sometimes when they have a carry, you want to ignore anyways. It doesn't matter.
Like, if they gave it to DK, it could have been annoying.
Dude,
but
okay,
I
that was insane.
What?
Scrim doing that, fucking killing that wave with X. There's a fucking Yules on this Lena, man.
think, bro. It's fine.
Princess has just got like the reaction speeds of a sloth.
I don't think
Don't worry.
Princess punishes him once this game with X.
I send them to Waterworld, it's okay.
Alright, I mean, it's really.
Oh
hard
yeah,
to-
he had his Ags by then or shard,
It's
so he
really
just
hard
kept
for
on.
them.
We end
Wave
up
and
we end up
wave.
fighting here. But like I have
Why?
heart, so why do we
That's
fight?
a
Do you-
good clutch.
Do you feel like you are strong enough to solo win a fight now with this heart?
Yes.
Okay. Then that, I mean, maybe this is okay. What do you
'Cause
think
I
I'm going
have
to say
shard-
before me asking that question? What do you know I'm going to say?
We don't have vision there,
You don't have vision.
so we shouldn't
And,
fight.
okay, let me preface this. Night Stalker kind of ignores that rule
Yeah.
because he is a ward himself, right? So when you have NSLT, it nullifies that vision advantage. So we can also talk, say that real fast. So you kind of have vision here because you have Night Stalker, and you hit this insane spike. So you feel like you're strong enough to kind of just solo win any engagement now, right? That's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah, because Naga at this point, like as soon as I have heart, like she does nothing to me, and she's the only her on their team who does shit to me,
Okay.
quote
I mean,
unquote.
honestly,
Naga's item build was pretty terrible.
like honestly, if you are
Yeah.
confident enough to make that call, like I'm completely cool with that, like whatever. Like there's times where like the things I'm saying are general guidelines, like fighting without fighting into enemy vision, right?
Yeah.
But right, you have a Night Stalker, so you have your own ward. You have this insane power spike. Like there's times that it's like go with your gut there. Right, if you feel like it'll work, then go for it.
And
Yeah, unfortunately, we did not
I
get the
will say-
Bloodseeker.
I will say, Brightside, you said basic point of communication is even if you're making the wrong call, as long as you're all on the same page, it'll be fine. That's better. And we were all on the fucking same page because we all ran in there like apes up that high ground with no vision.
Absolutely.
We had the Night Stalker roll. We had vision.
Yeah, I mean,
To be honest, even if we didn't have Night Stalker there, I probably still would have been like, go fight. I have heart.
Yeah, Harp.
And-
You saw me sprint in there, sending my tidal wave.
I know,
dying
you also- you-
instantaneously.
you know what? And like, if you guys are consciously like, if you make a move as 5 heroes and you're like, we think we can win this fight, then like, even if it winds up not working out, at least we like did it as a team, you know? Like, it wasn't some half-assed like one at a time feed shit. Like, we feed together, we win together, lose together, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's the
Get
OG
in there like swimwear.
the OG motto, or that OG saying.
Yeah, Seb.
So,
Win together, lose
all
together.
right, we
stay
won the
together.
fight. What zone? What phase are we in?
Neutral.
Neutrals.
What does that mean?
Pushing waves.
Pushing waves.
Boxes is contemplating it. He's
Boxes
thinking
is like,
about
do
it.
I? Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
PL should go bottom here. Catch this wave.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly where the supports were, and if it was like 4 on 1.
So, do you want to play top?
No.
No.
Why?
It doesn't matter. It's a dead lane.
Well-
What's the main reason you normally play top?
To get
Roche.
Roshan.
To contest Roche. Is there a Roshan to contest?
Nope.
No. That means you go bottom. Pretty much. Radiant,
Also-
or you're on the Dire, you go bottom. Unless you think you are so strong that you can walk into the enemy triangle. That's the only condition that this does not apply to.
Yeah. Also, one of the main things to do when you're trying to take Roche is make sure you have the bottom lane pushed in because someone has to go address that from the other team.
Yes, absolutely. Correct. Scream is correct. Never thought I'd say that. Anyway, so
Oh god.
we should be,
Today we learned that Scream does have a brain cell somewhere.
so we are.
There's one in there.
We're probably thinking we have vision top, so we want to go top. I imagine that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
And you feel unkillable, so you're just gonna walk in here, even though this might be where the enemy is. Like, this is like, I don't hate it. It's maybe not what I would have called, but like, it's not like terrible. I can see the line of thinking here at least.
Well, it's basically as soon as I have heart, none of them have the damage to deal with me.
Yeah, I can like I'm kind of sensing that you feel like you can't die, so you play like that. Play like a maniac. All right, so we run in. Right.
I think
It's okay.
I think I end
We
up
stole
pushing
the
this guy
song.
back 3 different times.
I still saw again.
Steal. Yeah, and that's the case where like, so that's what I just said, right? The only case where you go top and go in their triangle is when you feel like you cannot lose a fight, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're saying. You feel like you cannot die. So you're just
Like,
gonna fucking go in, ape shit mode, and kill everyone, right?
I think the original call was just to get some presence up here, and then they whiffed the Dark Willow ult, and we were like, hang on a minute, they can't do shit to us now.
Alright, yeah, and sometimes it works out like that.
I was like
if-
level 25 during that fight.
Generally speaking, though, like getting presence top doesn't matter right now, unless you're going in here. Like any vision you get up here, the second you leave, they're gonna go deward this because you're gonna go bottom eventually, naturally. Right. So unless you take a unless you have like this like lock on the top side of the map, you've blocked them out, you've killed them, they're not allowed there. They're gonna go back there. They're gonna get control at some point. They're gonna get vision, etc., right?
Yeah.
So
I think Harp
Harb was calling to go high ground here because they had 2 people dead for like 40 seconds and he felt unkillable.
I mean, it
I was unkillable.
seems fine. Seems fine to just poke this until they respawn.
Harb missing the dodge on this.
I mean, I didn't have doppel available. Like, when
Seems fine.
it was
Now,
still
now
going
you
on.
run. This is
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. That's fine with me. You get the tower, you back off. Fish J was getting mid in. Okay, Fish is getting gone on. Fish J is dead. Pop your
Is
BKB,
he?
bro. Oh.
Is he?
Alright, never
Boxes?
mind.
Fishy is not
Boxes-
dead.
Boxes is a god.
Fish-
See,
Boxes.
why couldn't boxes do it for me?
Boxes likes to say
Fish
Fishy
Because,
is
TV
not
uh,
I mean,
right
take
away.
a hint, man.
Because
Take a hint.
screw him bad. That's why.
Because
Take-
Fish ain't TV'd right away, so I could actually have time to wait.
Well, I was stunned, so it
Yeah,
was kind
that's
of
why I
hard for me
left.
to...
Because I was like,
Okay,
well,
so-
there's this.
Screw had to find his TP button.
Just get good scream. Don't get stunned.
We're neutral phase, so we want to get all our lanes in here. Somebody should go shove mid here, but we're gonna walk through bottom. There's no Roche yet. Hopefully we probably took a Roche timer, maybe not, but you know,
I think I pinged it out.
we
I
should
could be wrong.
probably have an idea Roche is spawning relatively soon. So that means we need to. Okay, it's a good talking point. What are the main things that need to happen to appropriately contest Roche?
Pushing lanes. Like I have
Lanes
lanes pushed in.
Vision.
Which lane
Heroes
specifically
alive.
on the Dire?
Mid.
On
Bottom.
dire bottom.
Bottom and probably mid, right?
Yes.
Bottom definitely is a
it's-
big one, like Scrum
It's
was
bottom
saying.
for both teams, but it's...
Yeah, bottom for both teams because it's the furthest away from the Roche pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so perfect. And then the other ones are we either need smokes, wards, or a combination of both. In
Preferably
an
both.
ideal situation, assuming we don't have control here, right?
Yeah.
Which we don't. All right, so in order to run into the enemy vision, what do we need to do?
Smoke.
Smoke. Or NS ulti with smoke. It kind of does both things, but... Right, so we need to somehow gain control of this top area. That generally means smoking to some capacity, getting control of some area top, so we know when Roche spawns. Yada, yada, yada. So Roche is up. They're playing top. They can take it if we are not paying attention. Harb's gonna run mid here, which is given this is fine. And this is perfect. Now that these lanes are like this, they can't really Roche without you knowing. So we've done a very nice job here. And we're just gonna poke at this. Harb doesn't feel like he can die, which is fine.
I'd never have to commit my hero anyways, so.
Does he have a butterfly?
I actually force out a BKB. Yeah.
Did he steal Rupture on boxes there?
No.
Oh, no. I thought I saw the Rupture get fallen.
Alright, making sure we're keeping our lanes in once again. They're gonna... The second... Okay. The second I see this lane at bottom, I would consider starting Roshan. Or starting
Yeah.
a fight, I guess is the other option. Because we know they're split. Right, that's it's just as simple as that.
Yeah.
So we start a fight, right? Balena's not here. This seems perfect. This is perfectly fine. Okay. Don't kill anybody? Oh, there he is. There we go. We get a kill. Boxes dies. Fine. Nothing important died. Naga's here. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Kill him.
Sorry, what
Oh.
Naga?
And then Princess bought back.
And the game's pretty much over now, right?
Yeah, basically.
You get
Wait.
Roche, you end the game.
Watch
Pretty
one
much.
last. Watch the last fight.
Oh, yeah.
My rampage got
There was
taken
a whole
from
lot
me,
of water
Sedge.
in the last fight.
Yeah, I properly send them to Waterworld. Don't worry about it. Oh,
That
you
is
see it. You
true.
see the
Oh,
item.
DK has the. So how did they get the Roche?
Oh yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah, it's actually
get
like
any of
very
these
soon.
roaches.
I'm not.
Oh, I didn't think we'd bother. Yeah, with the
Yeah, we
roach.
don't
It's
get
like
any of these
we don't.
roaches.
Oh, we said we don't care.
Because I'm like, well, how the fuck did they kill me? Like, I'm literally frontlining for my team anyways.
Okay.
If they can't fucking kill me, they can't get like behind.
Ooh, while you are correct, maybe in saying that, right? Roshan is probably the only way that the enemy gains any sort of leverage over you guys.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes you're not roshing because you need the Aegis for yourself. You're roshing to deny it from the enemy.
Yeah.
So
And that's when we deny the Aegis on the ground because
and
we don't
that's
need
when
that
you
shit.
click it, obviously. Yeah, yeah, you break it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, but while I mean that's like an okay train of thought. I think it's just strictly better to always take the Roche.
That might have been the wave that Harb was like, screw, what the fuck?
No, it was the wave before band. Well, it was also that wave too.
And while you're right,
And
like
this-
their Aegis doesn't matter, but like
Oh yes, here it is, Waterworld, activate!
I can feel Scroom just pressing his keyboard. He's just like face rolling his keyboard.
Indeed.
Face rolling his keyboard.
Yeah.
Naga literally never got off song here.
And
Yes.
On my ultra kill.
nobody cares about your ultra kill.
I do.
So
Nobody cares about your
I wanted to
stolen
play Tekken
rampage.
this game after the
I
90-minute
need
game.
to sleep here in a second, but
Sleep?
yeah, dude,
What
I
the
fucking
fuck?
school.
I think we won both games with the
I
kill
mean, I have
deficit.
school tomorrow too.
I mean, kills don't mean much. I'm sure you've heard that before, but kills
Mean nothing, throne means everything.
kills are one
no,
way
kills are-
of gauging how the game is going, but teams that play the map better will win, even if you have less kills. So that's my stance on it, at least. All right, so let me stop recording